S1MPLE officially leaves NAVI and joins another team in a shocking move. More roster shuffles all around, latest CS2 patch, and the unbelievable matches from IEM Cologne. Hello there friends, we've got a lot to talk about. This is CS2 News Hub, let's get straight to it. We shall kick off today's video with some roster changes, because we've got a lot of them. Ence has benched gla1ve, he's out of the active lineup. Taking his place is rigoN, and the IGL role now goes to SDY. The reason is basically that the org wasn't happy with the results under gla1ve's leadership. It's that simple. With rigoN joining, Ence is hoping to add more aggression to their playstyle, and SDY isn't new to being an in-game leader. He already had some experience with that back in his Monte days, so these changes might actually work out well. Now let's talk about Cloud9. Looks like the org won't be returning to competitive CS anytime soon. There were rumors that Cloud9 wanted to buy out the NAVI Junior roster, but talks fell apart, mainly because MOUZ got promoted to NAVI's main team. After that, Cloud9 backed off, and now other orgs are showing interest in the ex-NAVI Junior lineup, and one of them is Foot. Even though Foot signed a French-Belgian roster with Scream back in May, things didn't go smoothly. The team faced some issues, and now they're reportedly looking to rebuild with 4 NAVI Junior players plus Misuta. And what's actually crazy is that this team that existed for less than a year might actually have a solid shot at qualifying for the major. There are some also updates on BB team, and the situation there is pretty interesting. So after a solid performance at Fisher Playground, they decided to fully sign artfrost, who had been playing as a stand-in previously. But that wasn't the only change. Exile has officially left the team. It seems like he couldn't quite adapt, neither to CS2 nor to all the transitions, first in Cloud9 and then in BB team. Replacing him is diledez, a former 9Pandas player. And get this, BB team has now 4 players sitting on the bench, so most likely they will sell some of them pretty soon. Before we move on to the next news, let me tell you about CSGO Fast, as they're turning 10 years. CSGO Fast is the oldest and most trusted website in the history of CS skin games. Feel like Gaben is unfair to you? On CSGO Fast you can open tons of profitable cases and pull that dream skin you've always wanted. They've got a huge variety of games, including intense case battles. You can even invite a friend and win together. Surely you all love raffles. CSGO Fast runs free raffles every 6 hours, giving away skins to random participants. Plus, they regularly host special events. Right now is their 10-year anniversary, just look at the prizes up for grabs. And if you're a true CS veteran, you already know the community has trusted CSGO Fast for years. That's why they have a loyalty system for regular users and a ranking system with extra bonuses. Do I even need to mention skin prices? You already know they're awesome. And if you don't want to deposit, no problem, you can always use the referral system to earn points. Use promo code CSGO News Live to get plus 10% to your deposit and a free case. The link will be in the pinned comment. Even though the shuffle season is basically over, some teams were still missing players, like Fnatic for example. There were rumors that they might pick up another player from the former Passion UA lineup, but apparently that didn't work out. Instead, Fnatic decided to sign Cypher, the British player who was last seen playing for BCG. And you know what's crazy, guys? I can't even say the name of the team because YouTube will get me flagged for advertising the casino site. So yeah, BCG from now on, what can you do? Before that, he already made a name for himself with ITB, TSM and Bleed, and now he's joining Fnatic to represent the black and orange. Speaking of BCG, they just made probably the biggest signing in their history and one of the biggest transfers in the history of CS at all. Yeah. It's official, guys. S1MPLE has joined BCG. After a long time with NAVI, full 9 years, Sasha has finally found a new home, and ironically, it's with a team owned by a casino. Funny enough, just recently on a stream, S1MPLE mentioned that he never done any casino streams, so now he's basically poster boy. Honestly, this might be the most unexpected and biggest move of the whole shuffle season, or should I even say of the last couple of years. After all the drama, the major, the tension with FaZe, and the whole betrayal storyline, S1MPLE has finally found a new squad. As he himself said, Dobby is now free. According to Sasha, they simply gave him a chance, and he thought it'd be better to take the opportunity than just sit without a team. The plan now is to build a top-tier roster around S1MPLE. Although, on a side note, NAVI's official statement said that S1MPLE had some offers, which is plural. You get it? Anyways, right now the lineup includes S1MPLE, Nexa, PrimeTabs, and Sasanito. I can't believe it, guys. On the bench they've got JCam and niko. The team is currently sitting at number 67 on HLTV. Below NAVI Junior, Spirit Academy, Zero Tenacity, GG How, and more. BCG's next event is ESL Challenger Season 50, where the strongest opponent is Saw, who is number 25 in the world. But anyways, guys, here's the thing. The roster isn't even full yet. They're still missing one player. Norbert, for example, said, jokingly or not, that he wanted to join the team. And the ex-analyst of NAVI and OneWin dropped a wild theory. Centaurus isn't in Cologne, basically because he might be joining BCG. I mean, this theory sounds crazy to me, but, you know, never say never. Like, just yesterday, no one even could predict that S1MPLE would all of a sudden leave NAVI. What really got people talking, though, was the reaction from the CS scene. First, S1MPLE's former coach, Blade, wished him luck and told him to grind hard. Senya, another NAVI legend, was more critical, saying Sasha has no one to blame but himself for falling off in CS2 and ending up in BCG. He also claimed that NAVI got way too little for the transfer, just about 500k. Nell, the insider, also chimed in, saying that S1MPLE chose money over a stronger team, but not everyone was that negative. For example, Lucy said that CCT will never be the same again. Loba, one of CS's biggest haters, believes S1MPLE will once again prove he's more popular and maybe even better than ZywOo or m0NESY, even without being on a tier 1 team. Kane, the coach and another NAVI legend, said that this is either a start of a strong team or the beginning of Sasha's switch to full-time streaming. Yank, the analyst, meanwhile, just hopes that this is a short-term deal and that S1MPLE will find a proper team by 2026. But of course, there's always some drama. niko, who is now benched on BCG, made a bittersweet joke, saying that his career is cursed. In 2021, he got replaced by Device in Ninjas in Pyjamas, and in 2025, S1MPLE replaced him in BCG. As the Swede says himself, just sign me and wait 4 years until ZywOo takes my spot. And here's the twist, guys. There were rumors previously that BCG were this close to going bankrupt. From cheating scandals to JCam's skin theft, the org's reputation took some hits. But now they may be trying to clean it all up, with Sasha as their new face. My friends, this transfer is crazy. Don't forget to drop your thoughts about S1MPLE joining BCG in the comments below. Now, when we just all went to sleep, Valve decided to go big as well, because, you know, not only should people talk about S1MPLE, right? The developers dropped a massive update for CS2. Let's start with the maps. Inferno, Overpass, and Train got some small custom changes, but also some cool new features. On Inferno, they tweaked the coffins on B side, adding an extra wall that makes retakes a bit easier. On A side, on Balcony, they added a railing to make it harder to jump up. Overpass saw the biggest changes, especially on A. The truck was moved and slightly redesigned. Can you imagine, guys? Just look at this. This should make life harder for oppers holding the angle. Life-changing. On Train, the developers added a few boxes and cover spots. Now, it's a bit easier to play on the CT side, but as Elish said, they just added 3 boxes and it's just 3 boxes, nothing more. But guys, that's not all. Valve also updated all weapon animations. The goal was to make the game feel more realistic. Butterfly knife holders, if there are any, tell us your thoughts in the comments below. I guess this animation suffered a lot. The pro players liked the changes and said it feels smoother now. Others weren't so happy, saying that the game now feels weird or totally different. And of course, there are bugs with some knives. Now, it actually looks like you're just punching the air instead of stabbing. So, kinda classic Valve, right? And the most interesting part is the stuff that data miners found. So, according to Gabe Follower, the next operation, when and if it happens, might include a mode where you can place your stars from the armory on specific things. Kinda like pick'ems, but more like gambling, built right into Steam. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. Also, there are new agent animations in the files, including one where they're holding a chicken. So yeah, we might be getting pets in CS2 soon, I guess, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. Yeah, so friends, what do you think of the update? Did you like the animations? Tell us in the comments below. I personally really like the new AK animation. It feels better. I can't though explain how. And no, my friends, the madness doesn't stop there, because we've got IEM Cologne in full swing and some shocking results. Let's talk about Falcons, who somehow managed to hit rock bottom again. After their loss to the Mongols, which we covered in the last video, they dropped down to the lower bracket, where they had to face Furia. It started on Train, Furia's map pick. The Brazilians, well, I mean, the international team had a rough start. They won only 3 rounds in the first half and looked completely lost. Falcons easily took the first map, but then came Falcons' own map pick, and that's where things fell apart. The first half was fine, they were in control, but as soon as they switched to the CT side, it was like someone just turned off their monitors. Total collapse. They kept making mistakes and ended up throwing it away, which left us for Dust 2 as the decider, and it kicked off with kyousuke getting his first ace on the Tier 1 stage. Congratulations, my boy. But things were close from there. The game was neck and neck, until niko called for a frag a bit too early, making m0NESY think the enemy was already dead. Spoiler, he wasn't.
Close left, no idiot wall, I think one. Idiot
Yeah,
one,
idiot also, idiot.
Oh, half HP.
Yeah.
No! What?
You didn't kill.
Didn't kill! I thought you killed him.
Despite kyousuke carrying them to 7 rounds and 2 previous maps and 2 previous matches, honestly, Falcons then lost 8 in a row on Dust and simply crashed out of the tournament in humiliating fashion. I mean, great job Furia on a side note, they were really good. Molodoi landing shots like it was nothing, Fallen reading his opponents, and others just playing really well. But Falcons, my guys, Falcons just sucked, honestly. And we have to talk separately about niko, because his performance raised a lot of questions. For the first time ever, niko finished IEM Cologne with a negative rating. Naturally, the memes came flooding. Maui Snake joked that Falcons just need another bootcamp with no PCs included. Blay pointed out that niko in 2025 just got 1 frag less than Fallen, who is a rifler as well. And niko himself simply admitted that he played terribly and let kyousuke down. Meanwhile, kyousuke's performance, absolute fire, 100% firepower, 3rd best player in Cologne, 139 rating. He's just that good, and he's calm, cool, and collected. But once again, Falcons are back to square one. The only question now is, rhetorical or not, who are they benching next? I mean, at least niko still wins in the comedy department. As for the rest of the matches at IEM Cologne, nothing too surprising. Spirit crushed Aurora, who are playing with a sub, although I have to be honest, the Turkish squad did a great job against Spirit. Meanwhile, MOUZ, the Mongols, Spirit and Vitality already locked their spots moving forward. Teams like Aurora, faze, Furia, G2, NAVI and Ninjas in Pyjamas are still battling to avoid elimination. And yeah, some big names who are already out. First, Liquid got destroyed, with NAF playing the worst map of his entire career. career. Second, Heroic also crashed out, losing to Ninjas in Pyjamas. And teams like 3D Max and Falcons, well, I mean, they fought, but now we're left wondering which of those had the more expensive failure. My friends, this IEM Cologne is just crazy and super fun to watch. To keep up with all the news, don't forget to hit the like button, to follow our channel, and drop by in the comments below because it helps us develop a lot. Now, I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.